Hi, it's Norman Kochnick here for Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. I'm here reporting today about, unfortunately, another loss to Australia. In fact, New Zealand have taken out the second T20 match in Dunedin at the University Oval by some 4 runs. After scoring 7 for 219, New Zealand then put Australia in after, and they were actually 8 for 215 at the end of the day's play. And commendably, Australia did actually put a pretty good performance in, despite being at one stage some 6 for 113. Looking down and out, the partnership then took place between Stionis-Sams, where in fact they reached 205 with some in their last over. They could potentially have won, losing the wicket of Sams, and then subsequently later in the over they lost Stionis to be 8 for 215 at the end of the day's play. Some 4 runs short. People have spoken about the actual noble or gutsy performance by that particular partnership between Stionis and Sams. They certainly did take it on and had a devil-may-care attempt to actually arrest the victory. But in fact, New Zealand always had the upper hand in the match, and let's be honest, Australia now are 2-0 down in the series and are quite disappointing. I find that their selections have been rather peculiar. I mean, Wade and Finch are a pretty reasonable opening partnership, I must agree, but some of the batting order I don't quite understand, and there's a lack of continuity in the batting order, and given that they did fight back in this match, they still were beaten quite effectively by the New Zealand team, who seem to be on song, and are certainly all round are performing pound for pound better than the other country at this stage. Of course, New Zealand have made the World Test Championship in July at Lords, but they've also certainly mastered to beat Australia 2-0 so far in this particular T20 series. Some would argue that Australia's side is not at its best, not having the likes of Steve Smith, Stark in this particular team, and Hazelwood not there. But I don't think that's an excuse to be used. There's no reason why they shouldn't have the best team on the park and they should be winning these matches. They shouldn't underplay New Zealand, because New Zealand are by far and away a very good side. And as we know, both in Test format now in the T20 format, they made World Cups as well, having just lost against England in 2019. So New Zealand should never be underrated, and pound for pound, as it's pretty well known, they're certainly punching above their weight. So again, New Zealand have actually won the match after scoring some 219 for the loss of 7 wickets against Australia's 8 for 215. And the headline says it all. Kiwis hold nerve despite epic Stionis-Sams stand. That's a rather positive slant from an Australian publication, but you'd have to say New Zealand were dominant throughout the match and could easily knock them over for a very paltry total. But yeah, fair bet and respect. Obviously, Martin Guptill would be seen as man of the match because he's 97. He was taken the 15th over by Sams. I'm most impressed with Daniel Sandley. Out of all the players in the team, he seemed to be doing the best. And the IPL season coming up, we'll see Meredith and the likes of Richardson all in that performance. I think both Kane and also Jai Richardson, they're both going to be in that particular side. So all the best to Australia for that. But unfortunately, they're losing this series so far 2-0 to New Zealand. This is Norman Kochnick here for Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. Please view, like and share the posts. And don't forget to actually provide me with plenty of commentary. You know I'm going to reply to you. We're watching currently the India versus England Test series. End of the 3rd Test, Ahmedabad, also of great interest. So please watch, make comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and more importantly, share through your WhatsApp groups so as to further grow this channel. This is Norman Kochnick on Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick.